Well, thank you for joining Wolf Game Theory today, as always, and just know nothing in the show is to be construed or interpreted as financial advice. Also, any guest of the show is not reflective of the opinions and or point of view of Wolf Game Theory and should be considered opinion. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody out there on the farm. This is the Wolf Game Theory. Once again, I am Layer Cake, and I'm joined by
Neil Bottle.
Today we're going to run through the rankings real quick and just do a kind of a catch-up Friday show, just because TGIF. So we'll look at teams 1 through 4 today. We've got G-Money hanging on to the number 1 spot and kind of, if we could say, pulling away a little bit ahead of Panther, who's followed right behind by Crypto Coach Corey.
Wow.
We have a 272 to 270 score, followed by Wongsworth, who's kind of just hanging tough, but coming in hot right behind with a fresh attack is AJ Vandercheck. He is followed by the real Crypto Corey Coach number 2, Johnny Mo and Woolish 1026, who seem to be really heating up. And then we have Lord Fenrir, Just Some Guy, Friend 721, the Shamdu Malcode, and Mr. Anon. Running through the moves, we looked at Malcode, and he was commissioned to attack Mr. Wongsworth, and just right after this report, we're going to look at that one, because that's a deviation from the norm. We look at Panther, who attacks real Crypto Coach Corey, and I feel like those two are in somewhat of a dogfight. Pack 4775 is built 1 fortification. AJ 1 fortification, which is interesting because you'd feel like he'd go for the jugular on Wongsworth, but he's kind of playing it safe with that fortification. Look at real Crypto Coach Corey's second team, and that attacked Panther QB, so it's an all-out assault, and I think it's a little personal at this point. Friend 721 attacked Crypto Corey Coach. Just Some Guy, Crypto Corey Coach. Johnny Mo, Crypto Corey Coach. And Crypto Corey attacked Panther. So it seems as though Crypto Corey is pretty hell-bent on taking Panther out. He does not like being in third place. But everybody else in the field seems to be real fixated on Crypto Corey Coach and keeping him at bay. So could they be alliances? I don't know. Could they be personal agendas? I don't know. But to me, it seems like Crypto Corey Coach's massive behemoth of a team number 1 is really holding its own amidst a barrage. If you want to slip over to the anonymous mercenary, Mr. Malcode, we can take a look and see who commissioned that code on, or that attack on Wongsworth.
Yeah. Again, just another. I couldn't trace the wallet, so I don't know. But
so someone, an outside player, perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah. A little mischief. That's funny because Wongsworth seems like such a chill guy.
Yeah, but he's stacking up them.
Doesn't seem like
he has a lot of those fortifications there, and who was his last hit on? Do you know that way? Let's have a look at that. He hit Corey's second team and passed them out, so maybe it could be a friend of Corey's or Corey paying for the hit. Yeah, that's interesting though.
Yeah, you'd figure Corey would go really for a hit because he's taking a beating right now. His first team is taking a beating.
For sure.
So, look at that. Is that a Meta Hero appearance there?
Yeah, it's Metapunk's core. That's pretty impressive.
Dude, that is so sick.
Yeah.
It matches his punk. It's amazing. He's really solidified his Web3 persona here. That's really amazing.
Yeah, maybe that's not the core one. Maybe that's just a generative one, but it's still a mutant, so they're cool as. But I know he does have Violetta, which is a core, which
I love that hoodie. That hoodie is sick. All right. Well, we're looking at wolfgame.tools here. Let's see.
Lots under 1% there.
A beating. Wool kind of took a beating this week.
It has, yeah. But the assets
it's holding steady.
like look at
It's
those
holding steady a little bit.
percentages. I'm just sorry. The floor prices. Look at the how many red percentages there is now on the board.
I mean, what we have to have more assets in this game. It's just like, that's why breeding is just such a no-brainer at this point. We have to introduce it, and we have to introduce it pretty fast.
And yeah, but like, what happens if yeah, I don't know. Like, then mass unstaking in the game so people can breed. It's gonna be pretty wild if that sort of stuff happens. Like,
Look at that. Look at that black sheep price, buddy. I think I remember getting a little bit of a DM from you at some point in the last 24 hours saying that you wanted to buy a black sheep. Is that correct?
maybe.
Look at
So
that.
yeah, wool is coming down to test this old friend here. And
17 cents. There it is.
yeah. So tested. Yeah. So like we're
It looks good. It looks healthy.
no, yeah. Like it definitely.
Yeah.
I suppose the event didn't have a direct impact on wool, and everyone was expecting what we had for the last animals on wool, and maybe they felt like their liquidity was better put somewhere else, and they can come back to wool again, when that comes
Absolutely.
about, yeah. But for sure, it was interesting to see it all. So I guess moving on to the event itself, then we'll do a run through that, and maybe have a look at one or two of the memes and stuff. But yeah, so Wolf Game, I have said that positivity wins in Wolf Game. Welcome to Wool Event 2. 35 plus mil wool will be won. Unlike Event 1, some wool will be won individually. Rules below. So, regardless of your pack allegiance, we are on the frontier of blockchain gaming together. Event 2 is an opportunity to spread positivity in our game and community through creation. Create and compete in any or all of the following 5 categories. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mix of the categories. So I guess we'll go through each category and then have a little bit of a chat as we go. So
Absolutely.
category A, community relics. Create a Wolf Game GIF. All Wolf Game NFT art is in the public domain, so use it as you wish. So yeah, because we're PCO, yeah, like sure, we've been seeing that happen already, and it's great, and we're just gonna see more, and I think we've seen more already. So that one's self-explanatory, I think.
Yeah, it's just it's recognition of what's been happening.
Yeah. Category B, threads. Write a qualitative or quantitative thread or long form piece on any Wolf Game, past, present, or future. That's an interesting one.
Sounds like Terminators.
And there's a lot of other threads. I've seen some really good threads there recently, Category
Absolutely.
C, start here guides. Welcome others into our community with a beginner guide in any format, written, videos, etc. And I think we might work on a little fun video for that. Just submit it, seeing that's our niche.
Absolutely.
But I think there's some other plans there. So yeah, that was pretty cool. We can flick through some stuff down here and highlight some of them. Category D, memes. Yeah, you know what to do.
There's been none short of those in the community, that's for sure. It's always been a fabric of the community.
And then E is fan art, comics, lore, comedy tools, and in real life events. Anything positive.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a little meetup at Eat Denver now this weekend. That'd be cool
Oh,
because
really?
I know there's a few Wolf Game people, knocking about there. So it'd be cool if they all got together, took a photo, put their wolf faces
Absolutely.
on it, and yeah, got it out there. Um, yeah, so the Wolf Game team will judge all submissions and pick 3 winners from each category, 15 in total. First place in category is 4 million wool for your pack, which that's a chunk, like,
Yeah.
and remember, like, some teams could place like first in a lot of the categories, possibly. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that stacks up pretty quick. And that, remember what I was saying? Why we had that there? That there's the possibility for every team to win on this. You know that way.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
like, so there's 15 prizes, like, as such, and then they'll get a 10 or a 100k wool pouch for themselves,
So
the person.
that's
Yeah.
that's a
um
nice chunk.
it is, yeah, it's cool. Second place is 2 million wool, and then 50k pouch of wool for themselves. 2 million for the team. Third place, 1 mil wool for the team, and 25k pouch for the person. I just thought that was really, really cool. Yeah,
That's great.
it's great. It's definitely good for community bonding with the teams, everything like that, and a lot of fun is happening already.
Yeah.
Submissions must be new creations never seen by the community. However, the Shepherd will thank a small group of community members who have crafted highly utilized guides, tools, and other creations previously. His gesture of appreciation will include wool.
Oh, nice.
Wool event 2 dates start now. Submissions close March 2nd at pretty much 12 Eastern, midnight. Winners announced by March 9th. So he's taking a week there to decide. Pretty standard, likes to take his time with things. How to submit your creation. Tweet your submissions and include a hashtag of your pack. For example, pack 4757. Then copy paste the link to your digital tweet and comment it in this below thread. Non-holders may join the event, though first place is limited to holders. That, I thought that was the most interesting thing here. You know,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah, because yeah, and what happens to their pouch then if they have no assets? The do they get to decide what team they want to stake it with or to award
Right.
it to? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's interesting.
Do a little eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think with this, and I think I've said it. I said it. There was a Spaces when it was announced, and I think that the team really put their heads together, and they were looking and seeing that the game was kind of creating a little bit of a divisive vibe because of the separation and because of the competitive nature. I think it was definitely getting a little heated at points, and I think certain people in the community were feeling hurt. Certain people in the community were feeling attacked. Certain people were feeling stressed. And this shouldn't be a stressful experience. And I think that the community, was kind of not divided, but just it was getting a little ticky tacky. I don't want to say toxic because it didn't quite get toxic, but it was getting a little weird. And so I think the team kind of put their heads together and they're like, well, we started out so great. This community was so awesome. Everybody was really congealing and bonding. How do we get back to that? And so they came up with this, and I think this is, got the real diehards and people that realized that's what they were trying to do really excited about it. And it also, this is a really math heavy game. This is a real, right brain game, like, so it can become overwhelming for certain people that maybe don't have the talent, and they express themselves in artistic ways to help out the team with the memes. And I think this is a way to recognize that, and a way to sort of make it a more inclusive experience for those sort of people who maybe sometimes feel as though they're not quite contributing to the monetary gain that the teams will receive. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
So I'm excited. I don't think the sentiment was quite as positive as I was hoping.
yeah.
I think definitely there were people in the community that weren't really excited about this event. I mean, I'm sure they'll laugh and they'll enjoy the art and they'll enjoy the memes and the banter, but as far as the participation aspect of it, that they're not really going to get that from it. So maybe I fear that that might stoke the fires of impatience and discontent within the community, if that makes sense. All those people that always call for the game and they want the announcement and they just,
Yeah.
But I think overall the majority of people are pretty positive about it.
For sure. Yeah.
Also March 2nd. So if it's over by then we assume the game is coming shortly after that. Sometime in March.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you assume? I would.
Yeah, I hope we get an update on the kind of progress of the game and even a hint at a date soon. That'd be nice. That'd be really, really nice.
Look at that one. Let me see that one. Scroll down or scroll up. What was that GIF? Yeah, that one. Every time I see a tweet from this app, I think to myself, oh, guess who's back? It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. Shout out to Redbeard. Oh, yeah. Straight in with that one.
What do you think? Do you think the community is gonna thrive in this second event?
Oh yeah, I like the idea of it. I think it's pretty cool. It's right up my street, but that in community engagement, I see why people are just like, oh, not into it. People were I seen a few tweets like people are expecting a wool event, and got a community meme contest. Sorry.
Yeah, I can see. When you put it like that.
Yeah, look, and I always try to spit both sides of it. Like let people make their own choices and judgments, and just kind of put it out there. But yeah, I suppose
I always sit those out when I'm in the Discord and I see that like, oh, giveaway meme contest. I'm always like, oh, I'm out. I don't. I just can't. Like, I just not a. But I did. I find myself with this event though creating memes in my head. So.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll throw a meme into the ring.
Do it. Why not?
Just do a meme. We gotta. If I was to do a meme though, it would have to be someone within the game. Like it would have to be like, memeing about Metapunk or memeing about.
Here's a good one.
Chiefer.
What it do?
What's this one?
It's Wool Event 2. Sliding into the barn like I'm Farmer Ron. Got my Gen Zero sheep with the glasses on. Shepherd got me feeling like a bull. Team 5047, we make it rain wool. Alpha lineup stacked from head to toe. Corey G Money and my B friend bros. Shout out to the homies AJB and J Mo. Stacking pouches with my drip, I caught the dough. Taking names, I'm a future Willionaire. Spitting flames, call me the auctioneer. We call a wolf game, ain't no game of fear. I'm coming for that top spot, yeah, hold my beer. I said hold my beer, yeah, hold my beer.
There's a part 2, but I'll let everybody go find that themselves and go give it a like. And shout out to Print and Press, because that's pretty lit.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
The Willionaire.
Yeah, so I think we should try and feature some stuff on the shows for the next week. I suppose announcement, we're kind of tapering down the amount of shows per week, and we're hoping to start doing more spaces, covering more other projects, and just kind of getting them up in spaces, letting our kind of Wolfgang crew give them a grilling, ask some questions, and hopefully try and snag some whitelists for our people, And
That'd be great.
that's the kind of aim of this. You know, find out more projects and just be able to ask them some questions, and hoping to get some cool guests soon as well.
Yeah.
Really pushing Farmer Ron, hoping to get that sweet voice up in the YouTubes. But
Maybe we'll get a karaoke machine. You know he loves karaoke machines.
maybe we
We'll have
can
a
get him
singer.
to do a little auction off, get him practicing. But
Yeah, I kind of missed Auctioneer. I haven't heard his voice in a while. So.
oh, and he has a lot now, a lot of gifts here to auction off.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty crazy.
that could be something we see coming up soon. They normally get thrown together quite quickly, you know.
Maybe like in
Announcement,
between,
and a few days later it's on, you know. What was it? 3 or 4 days the last time in between the announcement and when the auction happened.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see how this goes, and kind of it's very fun, you know. So that's me for the next little while.
Yeah, I mean, this event's going to go for a while, so I feel like, you know, we'll at least be able to highlight a couple of entries per show, maybe.
And look, you know, I've said before, there could be another event while this one's on.
Right, absolutely.
You could have a short one
Absolutely.
in the middle, changes the moves. You could have the wool, like I think that'd be right up the Shepherd's angle. You know, come in with this long event, community. Like people can even like I wasn't getting onto Brian DeSanto. I told him, let's make a cookbook. I can submit my shepherd's pie. He can submit his shepherd's bread.
Rack of lamb.
Yeah, somebody can, one of the alphas maybe, you know, Gary V can cook up a little recipe for the cookbook, and Mintish maybe you know,
Corn chowder.
give it to a wolf sanctuary or something. You know, just have a bit of fun with it.
Absolutely.
But maybe that's something we could do as a group. Is, you know, because people have recipes, and you could have a bit of fun. Just kind of go, oh wait, I have a recipe here from my family, or you know, just throw a change on a recipe. You know, if that's people's angle, well, hit me up, because I'll try and throw something together with Brian, and just for a bit of fun.
Oh, I have a great cheddar cheese recipe. You just need a sheep, though. You need like an actual sheep to do it. Disclaimer at the bottom: you need an actual sheep to do it.
Right. And on that note, good night and good luck.
Have a great night, guys. Thank you.